Now, most posties do a great job of getting your mail to you, but some are not giving customers what they asked for.
They're accused of being lazy, careless and sometimes just plain offensive. They're the posties delivering headaches for loyal customers.
I'm actually quite heartbroken it happened.
It's shredded to pieces, the package. We were actually shocked at the state of it when it arrived.
Leanne Camora is a beauty shop owner who used to order online until this happened. 29 packets of eyelash extensions, she says, were massacred by a postal distribution machine.
Yeah, it was just completely squashed. So that's over $450, and then we've got our loss of income, so that would be another probably $300-400 plus wages on top of that.
Australia Post sent her a letter of apology. That too was tattered.
I was pretty disgusted.
It's no surprise goods turn up on your doorstep damaged when this is how they are processed. And when they're finally delivered, it's not always to plan. Watch what this postie does to avoid a dog. This bloke is so close to the doorbell but doesn't even ring it. Instead, he leaves a note. And check out this lazy postman driving up onto a deck to deliver. At least this customer got her goods. Jessica Robson was expecting a delivery for her 4-year-old daughter's birthday. She got a text saying it had been left by the postman in a safe place, but the package was nowhere to be found.
A parcel was meant to come, it did come and then it disappeared.
Thankfully, this mum has cameras installed and was able to solve the mystery.
The delivery guy had thrown it onto the doorstep, wasn't even there long enough to knock on the door and wait for an answer despite a car being in the driveway. And about 2 hours after the delivery, a young boy who was walking down the street decided to stop and hang around my front yard for 5 minutes and then decided to take the package.
Jessica says Australia Post refused to take responsibility.
Australia Post just said to them that it was left in a safe place, they did their best and that was that. But when you look at my house, my front doorstep is not really a safe place, and I don't think anyone's front doorstep is a safe place.
This spatially unaware postal worker accidentally crashes into someone's trailer. Seems she hasn't put the brake on as she nearly gets run over by her own van.
Potentially this could have closed my business.
It was a mysterious case of $2,500 worth of missing merchandise for business owner Ian Lenton. 2 weeks after sending his customer a bunch of T-shirts, they still hadn't arrived. He called Australia Post, but they claimed because he hadn't paid for insurance, they weren't to blame. So Ian got into private eye mode.
And eventually I found a senior manager who it's basically started an investigation into where the goods might be.
Lost? What do you mean it's lost?
I spent, I'd say, 20 to 30 hours discussing with Australia Post, interviews with drivers.
A month later, the T-shirts finally turned up.
The boxes are in a terrible state, filthy dirty, really trashed.
It's no wonder a growing number of people are fed up with bad deliveries and are instead opting for click and collect. And Aussie retailers are catching on. Nearly half of them are now offering this service.
Shoppers love it because it gives them a surety of the product. It means that if it's a low ticket item, they don't have to incur the cost of a courier. Or if it's a larger ticket item, they don't have to worry about it being left at their door because they're not home and it gets stolen.
Retail expert Stephen Coolmar.
It would be fair to say that click and collect or digital commerce has driven all of the growth in discretionary retail in the last 3 years in Australia.
In a bid to make shopping a little easier, Mum Kristen has been using Coles Click and Collect concierge service, where she can order online ahead, find a time that suits her to pick up and call for the groceries to be handed over.
It's convenient having a baby. It's just do my shopping online and just race in and collect it.
Having someone put your groceries in your back seat without having to get out of the car, do you feel like a bit of a VIP?
I do, actually. I feel like I've got my own little private service.
Martine Alpens from Coles says they've recently doubled the number of concierge services to keep up with demand.
Online shopping is the way of the future, and we're seeing huge growth, and we're making huge changes behind the scenes as well to make it more convenient and affordable.
Since we became involved, Australia Post decided to refund Leanne's $457 for the damaged eyelashes. A response from Australia Post is on our website.